This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of April 6, 2020. Whether you've been busily taking classes online and having online meetings and, of course, dealing with your normal, ordinary obligations as best you can, or simply lying on your back staring at the ceiling or anywhere in between, this is a very energizing week that we are entering. It comes with a catalytic burst of energy, of assertion, of aggression, of possibly anger, as Mars, the planet that rules our drive, slams into Uranus, the cosmic change agent of volatility and unpredictability and awakening and liberation. This could be a moment when some people really chafe at the restrictions that they have been facing. It's also a time for innovative approaches, unconventional approaches, bold, unpremeditated, what's it gonna hurt level actions. And this occurs with the full moon in Libra, which I call relationship central. And it will very likely light up the disparity between individual and relationship actions, between your needs and the needs of other people, and possibly you will be inspired to come up with a way to bridge the distancing, or at least talk about it, because the communication planet is in an opportunity aspect with the two big guys, Jupiter and Pluto, which are amplifying evolutionary change, amplifying intensity, amplifying rot and paranoia and corruption and malfeasance, and bringing all of that to the surface. This is essentially a Molotov cocktail of shaking things up, taking risks, saying things, telling people what's been going on within you, actually communicating about what's important and how you're evolving to people who are important to you. And it brings to a head a theme that was set off by last month's Aries new moon, which is acting for yourself, being autonomous, acting individually, actually ends up benefiting the other people in your life. So one end of the relationship equation, taking care of its own business, makes both ends of the relationship equation healthier, better, more functioning. I could talk for about 30 minutes probably on why that might be the case, but just look for it. Our minds and our mouths are not gonna calm down. Mercury, the communication planet, is finally getting out of dreamy, empathic, what is real, what is an illusion, Pisces, where it has spent a good portion of this year. And on the 10th, it moves into Aries, which is shoot your mouth first without thinking. Impulsive, excited, daring. Now, there's a paradox that comes with this shift, and that is stability, maturity, responsibility, because Mercury's first act is an opportunity aspect to Saturn, planet of adulting. This could ground some of that cult bursting out of the gate energy of Mercury in Aries. It could also mean that taking risks and just saying things without caring about the consequences ends up bringing an element of stability into situations or structure or even commitment. The emphasis, however, remains on you, on each of our individual existences. We're aware of what's going on with other people, but we are letting other people take care of their own business. See if you don't see that happening. Which doesn't mean people aren't reaching out and helping when they see the need for it, but instead of the old enmeshed way of ignoring your own stuff while you sit and fixate on what's happening with someone else, everyone's attention has been riveted back to their own personal, private situations. And over the weekend, we assimilate. We really come to grips with and embrace the profound, deep, and expansive changes that have gone on in ourselves all year. Strong, strong atmosphere of coming to grips, of catching up, of facing, of owning up, and of starting to assimilate profound and fundamental changes in our relationships with ourselves. Saturn's first weeks in Aquarius have put all kinds of obstacles between us and the other people in our lives. And one way of looking at this is that we have been left alone with ourselves. And that can be a very scary place. But it's also ultimately a tremendously productive place. Most of the people I have been in contact with have been grappling with that very maturely and proactively. And I will say that the few people that I've seen balking and falling into victim mode are men who don't like to confront themselves. So kudos to the rest of you. I've been hearing lots and lots of self-confronting work and growth and compassion and hands off to the people around you that you're seeing having psychological trouble with themselves. Homing thought of the week: adopt, adapt, and improve. Song of the week: A Change in Me from Beauty and the Beast. And image of the week, I have two: Scarlett O'Hara on her knees at the end of the first part of Gone with the Wind, lifting up her little fist and saying to the sky, "As God is my witness, I will never go hungry again." And the other is from a commercial for Wonder Bread from the 1960s, while the all-knowing male voice would comfortingly say that Wonder Bread helped young bodies grow strong 12 different ways. There was a time-lapse depiction of a bunch of kids going from really small to teenage size and height in seconds. For insight into making good use of this current time, help yourself to a What Now Quickie Tarot reading, which I'm offering to get advice as to what you can do in areas of life that are worth dumping your energy into at this time. You'll learn about what this time is foreshadowing for the next couple of years in my talk about Saturn in Aquarius, live Sunday evening, April 5th, and available as a download afterward. Look for the link below. There will also be more information in my forecast for the Libra full moon, which will be up by the full moon at my site, empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. You'll find loads of bonus material, including frequent practical tips for navigating current astrology at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I am deeply grateful to the people who are supporting my work there. There's lively discussion on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and the Astro-Insight Lounge, where I am frequently going live these days. You'll find me on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at The Professional Aquarian Channel. Talk to you next week.